This pile of parts is going to be a Walthers 65-foot LPG tank wagon, or at least I hope it will. This one is model number 932-5255 and it was produced in the 90s by Walthers. It was a run of construction kits which weren't produced for a particularly long time, but they were very popular at the time anyway. But they were pretty good kits, I think. This one, I believe, was made in 1996. I might be wrong about that. And obviously it's an American wagon. Not something I normally have on this channel, but I do like American stuff as well, so I thought I might give this kit a go. It's been started by someone else in the past, but not finished, and some parts of it are getting a bit yellow around the edges, but I think this is going to be quite good fun to get together. Thankfully, we do have the instruction sheet, which has a picture of the finished product up here, and it's got some history of this particular wagon. And on the back, an exploded view which shows where all the parts go, which is going to be really handy. So I think we should just dive in and see how we go. I'll put the cutting mat down first. This main tank part here has actually been semi-assembled, but you can see it's starting to have some bits of staining going on. I'm not quite sure why that's happened. I mean, this is quite an old model, probably more than 20 years old now. But I think maybe it might give us an opportunity to put some weathering onto this just to disguise these things. To put this together, I'm going to be using Humbrol poly cement. And this is going to be the first part which goes on here. It looks as though it's been put on before, but it's broken off, so I just need to refit that. Well, there we go. We've got the first piece on already. And while I'm putting the rest of this together, I'll put on some music so that'll entertain you rather than me just waffling on about nonsense. So I'll speak to you again once we get to some more crucial parts of the build. Right, that's the tank car back together. A lot of these parts were already glued onto this and had fallen off at some point. So I guess the previous owner had attempted to make this model, maybe even finished it, and then it just got smashed, I guess. But we do have a selection of additional parts here, including some ladders, so they'll go in the spares box. It'll be very handy for the future. But for now, I'll let the glue dry on the tank car and then we'll give it some paint.
A few moments later.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is sort out some of the white, like on these handrails up here, which are made of metal and the paint's come off it. This one here hasn't had any paint at all. For that, I'm just going to use VAYU matte white. After that, I'll give it a spray of matte white across the top, just a dusting to represent a bit of faded paintwork. And then I'll try my new Real Weathering Life Colour paint set. Not sponsored by them, wish it was. This cost quite a bit of money. But I'm going to give it a try and use it for some of the weathering. So let's get going, I'll get the music back on. So here's what it's looking like now. I did actually spray can underneath. I used some Humbrol sand colour first, and then I used Revel's brown spray paint, but it seems to come out all splattery up here with the Revel paint. It didn't go on that well, but I'm just going to go with it because it looks an interesting effect. But there's still a few things to do underneath here, including around these areas which have some white showing where the spray paint hasn't gone on. So I'm going to go back to using the sepia paint just to dull down these parts here, and then we'll get on and do some graffiti on this. So I'm calling this model done. I don't think it needs anything more than what we've got here, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy about how it turned out. I've also changed the couplings for more modern knuckle couplers, and there are other things that could be done to this. I mean, there's no brake gear underneath it at all, really, so that could be modelled, but I'm quite happy with how it looks right now. So let me put this onto a piece of track and I'll see if I can get it moving back and forward. Well, I don't have much of a track at the moment, and it's my GP50 making a guest appearance again. Let's give it a try. Well, I think it looks great going along the track there, and I'm really happy as well that my GP50 is still working as well. That's a very old model too. It's on a third model, but this tanker wagon has been a Walthers model, which when I got it was in a smashed up pile of parts state, and I've managed to get it back together and get it back on the rails. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me make a right mess of this wagon. It's been a whole bunch of fun, and it has taken a little while to get it looking like this, but not as long as you might think. And while this tanker is finished, I actually have another smashed up Walthers tanker to fix as well. So this will be coming up soon, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. I think it needs a lot of major surgery. But for now, thanks once again for seeing this Aeron tanker coming back from the dead. I'll put it on the turntable so you can see all the way around. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this model. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
So model trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, in tiny worlds, choo choo, model trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, in tiny worlds, choo choo.